Hello, everyone, and welcome to Never a Foul. Match day 15. Erling Haaland saving them again. It was a fantastic, a lot of goals, right? That's a lot of goals. I don't know. I can't remember this. I can't remember that. But listen, guys, welcome to Never a Foul. And I'm here with Daps. We got a good show for you today. I got a lot of people in the background. We got a good panel. We got Romz, Deji. We got Mr. Dore, the Force fan, to talk about his team today and maybe to cook Romz a little because they got the 3 points from them a couple of weeks ago. We're not forgetting that. We're not forgetting that, I think. So, Daps, how are you today?
I'm good. Firstly, switch us over because you're hosting this. Switch us over. You need to be in the prime position. You need to be this is for you to quiz me about my team because we've been waiting. There's been not much to talk about with City, but now we've got something to talk about, so we need to talk on it. Firstly, shout out to all the members in the place. Shout out to all the audience in the place, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to all the members as well. Salute to every single one of you. I don't think I have done a show since we released the membership, so I just kind of want to salute to every single one of you that has become a member. Love to see it. Trying to keep up to date with the Discord, chatting with you all in there, and yeah, man, it's been a good day of football. It's been a good day of football. But we will get into why later. And you're right, some great goals today. I mean, Tielemans' goal, my God.
Yeah, man. Harvey Barnes, that run from Madison. These two need to go to Qatar. I can't stress that enough. But Madison, let's just big up the people
Madison
in the chat.
Man. If Madison doesn't, there needs to be an inquest. If Madison does not go, there needs to be an inquest. Real talk.
So let's see who's in the comment. G here, Robatsu Haaland. Daniel is here as always. Thank you so much for being here. Beriana is here. I think you're right. As even 10 men, we had over 70%. Absolutely. And Sid is here. Well, yes, a member. Thank you so much, Sid, for being here. Jarvis is here. Jarvis Cook is here. Alec is a lot of people are here, man. Imran is here. Thank you so much for tuning in, Imran. Thank you so much. Bailey is here, a member. Shout out to all the members in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody. Pac-Man is here with us as well. We never win at home and we never win away.
Never win away.
So Jessica is here as well with us. Horad is here. Cancelo is making Trent look good. We're going to talk about it. We are.
There's a lot I've got my opinion on that as well. But we'll get into that. There's a lot to get into.
Sub to Flying Pig United and City Extra Daps. The legend Ravi is here with us. Oh, Sean is here. Member Sean Spurs Talk Show. Make sure to check him out. Captain Harris is here. But let's get the panel in. Let me start by, it's the first time for me to meet the guy. Very passionate Forest fan. Lot of personality right there. Amazing guest. I can't wait to chat with the guy. He is here, Mr. Dore. Make sure to check him out. Mr. Dore, welcome to Never a Foul, my friend.
What's going on? Thank you for having me on, man. But where's Dapper? I'm going to cook him. I'm going to cook Dapper. Yeah, I think it was about a month ago. He's trying. Was it a month or 2 months ago? He tried to have me when Man City beat us a big score. So I'm ready for him when he's back. Dapper, stop hiding, Dapper. Stop hiding.
He's coming.
I'm coming, mate. I'm coming. I can't.
He's coming. So, make sure, guys, to hit that like. Guys,
listen, bro. We smacked you up 6-0. What cooking is going on? What type of cooking could you possibly be doing?
No, I'm just saying. Like I said, you back us fair and square, but I didn't like the way you're talking about the Champions League nonsense. We won it back to back, and you still haven't won it yet. So that's what.
Hold on. What did I say about the Champions League?
You sent me a Instagram post saying about we smashed you a lot.
Oh, fuck me, that was a long time ago. Jesus, yeah.
Exactly.
That was nearly as long as you actually when you won the Champions League, bro. Fucking hell.
Yeah, bro, man. You just don't give me smoke, man. So listen.
As far as
I need to simplify.
There does need to always be respect put on the fact of what you did in the Champions League. No denying it. To do back to back to retain the Champions League is different. I'll be 100. Everyone has to respect that, yeah. But was I born?
I don't know.
Were you born? Were you born?
No, I wasn't born, but it's a history, isn't it?
Yeah, I definitely wasn't born then, Dore. But I do respect it though. Like that is mad. Like that's something. I don't believe no English team's ever done that, have they? Apart from
that's like saying like when Liverpool say they won it 6 times and half of them wasn't born. So I'm saying we won it 6 times. So it's true though. So but like when this Liverpool fan comes on, we can talk about it. But when Liverpool fans say we won it 6 times, as far as fans like to say we won it twice. That's my point.
So let's get the Liverpool fan in. Guys, a regular on our channel. Amazing guy. Have all the love for this guy. Absolutely fantastic to talk about all the football. Not only Liverpool, knows his football, and an amazing personality. Romz, welcome.
Yeah, man. I appreciate
Mr. Hairline.
I appreciate the intro. It's always a pleasure to be on here. You, Ty, Daps, Kaz, you lot are doing a great job. And yeah, I'm ready to chop it up. But Mr. Dore, I know you've got European role as well, but I'm gonna say what you already said. We've won it 6 times. I've been alive for 2 out of the 6. So you know what I mean?
No, but it's the same though, bro. Like when rival fans sing, "Oh, you wasn't born," blah blah blah. Liverpool fans, they won it 6 times, but half of them wasn't born. So what? So have Liverpool fans got the right to say, "Oh, we won it 6 times"? Forest fans, we can say that. I'm not going to curse on here. We can say what we want on here. So, listen to me.
You have to. It's part of your history. Real talk. It is part of your everything is part. Anything that's happened. Listen, if people want to talk about supporting their club through relegation, it's part of their history. They should talk on it. So I do respect that.
Exactly.
I want to welcome D1 Melly to become a member. Thank you so much for the support.
Yes,
we welcome you. Make sure to text Cass or Daps or even myself on Instagram or Twitter so we can add you to the Discord. Guys, make sure to check our membership. It is $3.99 a month. You'll get access to the private Discord chat, and also you'll get access to the call-in show that most likely is going to happen once or twice a week. So you'll get to be on the panel, talk to us, come on the show, but also the conversation on the Discord private chat with all the panelists, Ty, myself, Daps, Cass, and also for all the giveaways, the T-shirts and all the jerseys, the tickets and everything, you will be in the raffle without even asking for it. So a great chance. It's but it is not mandatory to watch this show to be a member.
Absolutely not. It isn't mandatory, and like here's a great way to advertise it. Someone today got to witness that game, the Haaland goal in the 93rd minute, from a free ticket they won on this channel. So it is worth getting. We do regular giveaways. We're going to keep doing them, but we love your support, and I'll be completely 100. It helps us to build the channel, because there are costs behind the channel, and we're always trying to improve everything. So we also, and it is very important we say this, we appreciate every single one of our viewers and subscribers. You do not have to become a member. It's just a little extra. So and I know I was going to say our final guest name, but I won't say his name. I'll let you give him an intro.
Mr. Spence himself, the guy behind the scenes, the Spurs guy. Listen, I like this guy. He has his logic. Maybe we disagree a little, but we have all the respect. But he is an honest Spurs fan that maybe you know who I'm talking about. It's not Sean, but it's someone who has his opinion, who criticizes Spurs when they need criticism, and actually big up the team when they play well.
He backs
Deji
them.
is here with us.
Do you know what Deji wants? I've clocked it. Yeah. Do you know what Deji is fighting for? Deji is fighting for a battle for Tottenham to get the respect that I think he thinks they deserve. That is what he's out here for. I've clocked it. That's what he's out here for.
Straight up and down. I'm not going to deny it. Thank you guys for having me back, inviting me back. Deji Spurs in the building, aka the Arsenal Slayer. That's my job, really. It's left, right, and centre. And what I want is people to stand up and start putting some respect on my team, and also for Conte to do the right thing and to bloody start Spence. Get Spence on the right wing.
I didn't know about that one.
Doing his thing, and let's get up the league. That's what I want. So
Bring Spence back to Forest. We'll take him.
That's what I'm saying. You know how good he is, and then we got Emerson Royale and Matt Doherty, aka Justin Timberlake, doing the madness on the pitch. I can't be doing
No,
that.
Deji, man. Emerson Royale, he's quality, mate. Like, see, he can start without me.
Romz, you know
Okay.
what? You're lucky that I didn't know you were going to be on tonight's show. Because I don't know if you guys realize, but I said until Liverpool
what?
in the top
I
four,
want to big you up,
speaking.
Deji, though. It's not all sorry. I'm gonna big you up, yeah, because you said before ball had been kicked, Liverpool would be in the mud. I don't believe all of this hype. You said before ball had been kicked, so I'm gonna give you that one. You said that in about July.
Romz,
So I'll give you that
thank
one.
you.
What? I also have to call you out on your delusion now. I've got a question for you. You still think we're winning the Prem or the Champions League?
Why not, bro?
That's what he said, though.
No, but why not? But why not?
I just
Listen, Romz. Until they go out, listen, I'm sorry, that until they go out and until they go away from the competition in the Premier League, they can just sit here and say,
Nah,
yes.
You know what? Mo, I'm gonna follow on from that. Yeah, I'm gonna follow on from it because I'm not gonna lie, right? Watching them the other day, yeah, and Cass and Soups were watching it together, and when Tottenham went 1-0 down, Cass went and wrote out a long tweet and did a tweet. And I was like, bro, you are being so reactionary. You've just given it the kiss of death. Tottenham are going to win this game now. Like, you can't. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, it's cool. I'm just saying, because I know I've seen it too many times. And I'm not going to lie, as a City fan, yeah, it does slightly worry me the way they keep scoring these last-minute goals in the Champions League, yeah, because it's like, that's the type of qualities. Look, we're about to talk about City. Being able to do that, being able to play till the final whistle and get them, especially in knockout games, that's fucking a huge quality to have, man. Huge
just
quality.
To add to that, it's becoming kind of a regular thing. They did it against you lot, they did it against Ajax. It's starting to become a bit in
that's
their
what I'm saying.
fabric,
Bro, it's
which is
DNA.
worrying.
That's what that is what a lot of City's Premier League campaigns are about. Playing to the final whistle and getting them last minute goals. It's the difference between winning things and not winning things. Being able to play to the final. United's whole strategy was about that. So we have to be real and say they could win it. I mean, I don't see it, but when they're doing shit like that, you have to understand they could, man. They could.
Before we go to the last minute winners, I just want to highlight this. Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. He's asking Daps, where is the best place to find these bottles of drink that you're always slurping, going to Spurs tomorrow?
Do you know what? Just don't go into
what to sample them.
Bro, just don't go into your normal commercial shops, innit? Like, don't go into like as long as you go to like a corner shop or something, really and truly, yeah, you will find them. Like Manchester need to fucking fix up their prices, I'm telling you, because they're way too expensive up there.
How much are they up in Manchester?
Bro, you're looking £5, straight up £5, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Whereas round here,
I'm lost. What for? What? £5 for what?
Magnums.
No, allow that. That's too much for me.
Whereas, that's what I'm saying. Whereas, like here, I'm trying to like give £4. Some spots £3.25. Some spots 2 for £6. Or if you know Abdul, then you can get a crate for like 65. So, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, let me talk about City again. Okay, listen, I'm gonna say my piece on City today. There is no team in the world that will go down in the minute 26. It doesn't matter if at home or away or something, and they go and have 70% position, dominating a game like this, and risk everything. I don't see a team doing this in the world. I'm sorry. And this is not down to City. This is Pep Guardiola's genius. This is him.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. You mentioned this. You mentioned this.
Bro, we have to hold on, but we have to. This is the thing, a very important thing, that the reason I was so happy that we did it in the last game of the season last year was because it was a completely different squad and a different manager to the first time we did it. The first time we did it was 93-20 under Mancini. So I hear you, but it's in our DNA, bro. It's in our DNA from that very day.
Really?
Honestly, it is, bro. It is. We were doing it before Pep.
My God.
We were doing it 93-20. 93-20.
No, I'm talking about dominating a game that much.
Dominating games.
Not allowing
ignore me then. Dominating games. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the last minute winner. All I'm talking about is how you dominated the game. I'm sorry, against a good Fulham, If anybody has been watching Fulham this year, they're a very good team on the
Going
ball.
into today, seventh. Were they seventh going into
Exactly. They were seventh today. And they go to games not only playing counterattacks, but they couldn't get a sniff. I know they scored from a penalty and the red card, all this talk and Cancelo. And everybody in the chat, if you're asking, it's a deserved red card. And if you disagree with me, let the people know.
No, so listen, right. I summed it up to one of my brethrens earlier on, yeah, because hold tight Drifty straight away. The minute we scored the final goal, he was like, if you're telling me City aren't paying refs, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, listen, bro, you could see it that way. But the fact of the matter is, and this is me being brutally honest, the first goal, the Stones goal, was a player offside. Yeah, it was tight, but a player was offside. The second goal, the Haaland goal that got disallowed, was he offside? Yeah, it was tight, but his shoulder was over the line. It was offside. The Cancelo one, was it harsh? Well, on the eye, it's harsh, but if you deep it, he was the last man and he brought a player down. It was a red card, right? And then there was the De Bruyne one. The De Bruyne one. Was there contact? Yes, there was contact. Did De Bruyne drop easily? Yes, he did drop easily. But you know what? If you've had 3 decisions go against you, right? It's the 93rd minute and you're thinking, I can kind of, my back's to goal. I can stay on my feet. Alternatively, someone just clipped me. I'm going to go fucking down, right? So it is what it is. The fact of the matter is, what we did today is this is a difference for me between, and I said this to them on the day when Arsenal dropped points to Southampton and then afterwards came out moaning about the referee. I said to him, no, you don't do that. You pick up the pieces and you fucking keep playing till the final whistle. And if you want to be champions, you get the 3 fucking points, right? That is what happened today, by any means. We were down to 10 men for what? 50 minutes, 55 minutes? 65 minutes. Players were running their fucking hearts out to get the 3 points. And then I'm seeing people saying, oh, City celebrating like they won the league or something. No, we do that at the end of the season. That's a stupid comment to say about City. But it was a very big 3 points. And, you know, they're all right decisions. The fact of the matter is we can look at what we think and what we don't think is. But today in that game, everything was by the rule book. And whether you like it or not, that is the way it is.
Because you know what, we're always quick to criticize.
Let me before you go on, let me just get the let's go the superstar. It's Cass, the superstar.
Oh,
right
look
here.
at Cass with the fresh hairline. Oh.
Anyways,
he's coming for you, Romz. Pause.
Let me just say something. Deji, I don't know why you're looking down at your phone, mate. Up here, eyes up here, just because you're going to lose tomorrow, yeah, your shit team. I don't know why.
Coming on in with heat.
I don't know why you're laughing. Your team should be back in the championship. You're another Norwich. And
Yo, don't come on in and try and gas out, yeah?
We got my tickets for.
Are you getting 3 points tomorrow though? Are you new manager? Are you getting 3 points?
Just because you got a fresh trim as well. You think I don't see you with all the guys with the gloves on and that, yeah?
Yes, I see what you're doing here because I jumped on the fucking United's.
Yes.
I jumped on that United one and fucking started talking about City. So you've come to interrupt me in it and start.
But I can't lie, yeah. I heard you talking quite a bit about City, like boo-hoo, fuck off. Like you actually speak in fact because I wish there was
one, bro.
No, I mean like because you know what? You're speaking facts. I just wish there was an Arsenal fan on here because they all like wanted to run away because they know they might lose tomorrow. So, but yeah, Romz, man. Other than that, Liverpool, you're shit. Tottenham, shit. Nottingham Forest, shit. I see you're great, man.
Why is it coming up?
You're the bees and knees. You're the bees and knees, are you?
I'm
just saying. I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, Cass. I spent the last 60 seconds wondering if you're feeling yourself because you had a trim or you've been
I am a little bit. Let me see your trim. Deji, take off your hat.
Or you've been smoking bush, my bro.
Deji, take off your hat.
I don't know where you're pumping your chest like this.
Deji, take off your hat. Deji, let me see your trim.
Yeah. Cass, one thing I will say about that trim is it's kind of enhanced your gingerness.
Oh, you know I'm going off. What? My dad. Well, to be fair, I'm not ginger, but my dad is actually strawberry blonde. Thank you very much. But
yeah, I used to claim strawberry blonde as well. Still.
No, big up everyone that's here. Dore, been a long time, man. I hope you've been doing all right. I like your background.
you come here thinking, oh, give me the big nuts and all that, Cass. But Lala, calm down, man. Calm down.
Anyway,
All right.
where were we?
We got you
Where
on the
were we?
27th. We're putting 5
We
past
were.
Oh, yeah,
Romz
keep
was
treating
talking about City, and I was going to
Yeah,
give Romz
Romz,
and
please
Mr. Dore
continue what you were going to say.
Yeah, it was adding on to what that said that we're always quick to scrutinize and get on to refs and call them out for bad decisions. I think he refereed the game correctly today. I think all the decisions were correct, and I feel that the same way we're quick to slander refs, we should give them praise when praise is due. And I think all the decisions today were fine. You could say for the red was harsh. For me, it's not, because if it's the last man and the way he went into him, it's
Not
a
by
red.
the rules of the book. This is the thing. Don't blame the ref. He's followed today the law, innit? Like, that's the law. He's done is look. If we think that things are weak, that's on the FA, not on the referees. The referee has just literally done what he was told to do. It was a red. We can try. And the one thing I really want to talk on as well before we get on to talk the good things, because obviously it's obvious people are going to come for Cancelo again today, right? And I get it. I do get it 100%. Now, there's something very important here that City fans, we have to be willing to criticize players, yeah? We have to. We can't knock Liverpool fans for defending Trent and then not do the same thing. Like, I have been a defender of Trent, yeah, because I don't blame Trent. Trent is elite at what he does, yeah? The system should protect Trent, right? The same for Cancelo, right? We have to play Cancelo. Every single person on this panel, maybe Romz not so, because I rate Robertson as well, but would have Trent or Cancelo in their team, right? Because of what they offer going forward. Factually, they're elite, world class at what they do. For me, since Walker has been out injured, Cancelo seems to keep being the last man. That's an issue, because he shouldn't be the last man. We've seen it. He's not good enough defensively to be that last man. So that's what we need to address. We don't need to, and I don't know if you saw, but when Cancelo went off, Pep went up to him and kind of said, look, don't knock yourself. Like, it's cool. It's cool. You did like, so, but as a fan base, guys, I don't want this to be seen as, I am criticizing Cancelo, but I'm not saying we should drop Cancelo. I'm saying we have to understand Cancelo is that guy. He's so fucking good going forward. We keep him on the pitch, but we just need to protect him and make sure he's not in these difficult positions, because we saw it against Liverpool and we saw it today. He's not that guy defensively. He is not Walker defensively. He's not, to be fair, maybe Zabaleta defensively. So,
yeah, but
is what it
Zabaleta's
is,
not
you
him
know?
going forward.
Listen,
either.
you don't have to.
Yeah,
listen,
exactly.
listen,
And that's it. Look, I apologize on behalf
for-
of Cancelo to everyone's fantasy football team, because I know he fucked up everyone's fantasy football team. So,
Listen. You don't have to be a fantastic defensively fullback to play for Pep or Jurgen Klopp. Listen, Jurgen Klopp, people carried Trent defensively for 4 years, going to 3 Champions League finals, challenging for the league, winning one league, winning a Champions League, without him actually trying to defend at all, because other people will defend that. But that's how it works. These are systems, and people need to understand this.
anyone that watched the game today, I don't know if you noticed, but in the second half, once Cancelo was off the pitch, going forward, fuck me, we missed Cancelo. Like that was the thing. We missed Cancelo. Yeah. We missed his darting runs. There was one point where Ake had a chance. I think Cancelo would have done better with it. That's the thing, that generally when we're a team that generally spend most of our time in the other team's half, that's why we need Cancelo on the pitch. So when he went off, we missed him massively. But I don't know. Anyone else got opinions on referees before we move on to the beauty of the game?
But I don't want to move. I want to ask Mr. Dore one thing, because Fulham came up to the Premier League, did not buy as much players as Forest. I want to talk about the other part of the game. Why do you think they are doing that good and your team isn't?
I forgot they just came up. Fucking hell.
Let's keep it real, right? Does anyone know the reason why we had to buy we had to buy 23 players before I do talk about it?
Yeah, because you have all the players were out of the contract. Most of them were on loan, and you actually had to buy players to register because you didn't have players, basically.
Yeah, 19 players left for Team Forest. 19, and so we had no choice.
Why'd they leave you, bro?
Huh?
Why'd they leave you?
5 players left.
No, why?
Why?
You just got promoted and they're leaving you.
No, because like 5 loan players left. Like Spence
loan. Right, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Five loan players left. Like Spence went to Spurs, and the rest. So Samba, the goalkeeper, he went back to France because his girlfriend wanted to live in France. And the other players, simple, wasn't good enough. Not Premiership material and that. And we thought, like, we could talk about Jesse Lingard. I can talk an hour about him. We thought he was a good player that can play in that position. And yeah.
Now you replace Samba. You replace the Samba with Lingard. Dancing.
but it just like, yes, it's Lingard. It's been shocking. Keep it real.
Yeah,
it's been shocking. And
about him, to be fair.
His mate.
Yeah, it just but back to the point. Like, we had to get these 23 players in. It's simple as that. The league table says we're bottom of the league, but as you know, it takes so long for all these players to gel. But everyone says is it Fulham 2.0? We're not Fulham 2.0 because Fulham they had level. I think they're 15 players anyway. We had if you get rid of all the 18 players and the players that we already had, we only had 6 players in. So we had no choice to bring in 24 players in. But as you know, we're bottom of the league and we're getting smashed. So Dabs, don't talk about the game earlier on against Man City, please.
Okay, I want to go back before we go to that because I want to talk about that first game today.
Hold on, no, we're not stopping.
I'm not gonna go back, but I want to go back to City. I want to talk about Alvarez and Haaland today. I want to talk about how good Alvarez today. Like it looks like the guy was never riding the bench. He was playing 90 minutes every game. It looked like he was reading every single play from all his teammates. He was making the right runs. He was connecting the play, and I'm like, okay, this is where this has been.
Bro, I think the reason Alvarez started today was slightly maybe out of respect as well. That I think Pep thinks, you know what, I don't want this to become a club that the minute Haaland's fit, he just walks straight back in. I don't want this club to become a one or two player club. Alvarez has worked hard. All right, he doesn't score the goals that Haaland scores. He's not Haaland. Like, first and foremost, he isn't. Jesus has gone to Arsenal. Jesus will always be compared to Aguero. But listen, for me as a City fan, I'll respect what Jesus did for us as a player. Yeah, Aguero scored more, but fuck me, there was important moments in Jesus' time at City as well. But Alvarez, he actually looks more like a City player, innit? He gets involved.
Let me ask you something, Daps. Let me ask you something. Is he bringing you Aguero vibes or Tevez vibes?
It's you know what? What I would say is, I wouldn't say overall in his style of play. I'd say his clinicalness, 100%. Like that goal that he scored the other day, the angle, and for him to put it in the top corner from that angle, that's kind of Aguero vibes. The clinicalness, yes. Maybe Aguero a bit more in his latter days at City, once Pep had kind of told him to press a bit more. I feel like it's kind of Aguero with a little hint of Tevez as well, like that more gets involved.
I see the dog. I see the dog in him. I see the fight in him.
Yeah,
this is the Tevez what I see in him.
I think he's that typical South American low center of gravity. He's unpredictable. You can't pick him up. He'll just be a nuisance in the majority of games he plays in. And I just think him and Haaland, in a sense, actually complement each other because they're so different. You can actually revert different types of playing. So when you play Haaland, you're obviously going to play a bit. I can't even say a bit more direct, but he's more of your focal point. And with Alvarez,
he is, 100%.
He's that typical City player. So
when Alvarez plays, it's a bit more like we're playing with a false 9 again.
Yeah, playing with a false 9 again. Yeah, and I think that's.
But there's no issue with that though. But that's the issue.
No, there's no issue with that. There's no issue with that.
Look, I think there's a little bit. Issue. Only reason why I think it's no. Yeah. But with whom is the next question? Is like I just feel like a false 9 with a Grealish just don't work for me. Like that kind of thing. I feel like with the Mahrez. With the on-full Mahrez, a shooter, Sterling getting inside the box into a degree as well. He probably works better than number 9, as you say, Daps. Anyways, I just feel like a false 9 just don't work with like even Foden and that at that point. And I feel like Foden with an actual 9, that's now we're seeing Foden get fucking numbers. Do you know what I mean?
Like, do you know what? Like if you look at what the idea of the false 9 is, right? And people say, whoever you say created it, but when Pep started playing Barcelona with Messi as a false 9, the whole reason was that when you don't have the ball, they can get back, get involved, and have that possession in the middle of the park. But when you do get the ball, he can hit the box and be clinical, and that's why it don't suit Grealish, because you can't. Ultimately, it's not a false 9. It's literally, if you have Grealish, it's ultimately a no 9 because he's not clinical enough. Like The idea is to be clinical in the box. So it has to be, if you can get like, that's why De Bruyne works as a false nine, because he is clinical. If you can't put Grealish when he's, to be fair again, I will defend Grealish today. He was good again today. He came close a few times today, but he's not our, look, he is not our star boy. We have to understand, off the pitch, maybe. On the pitch, there are game changers in the City team. Bernardo Silva is one in a different element. He might not score the winner, but he changes games. Rodri with the pace setting. And then, of course, De Bruyne and Haaland. And today, Alvarez needs his flowers again, but I'm sorry. And Haaland needs them for coming on, scoring, disallowed, then going again. But for me, the flowers today, I don't know who got man of the match, have to go to Kevin De Bruyne, man. The guy fucking, forget the crosses. He put a shift in. That and for me, that's more important than anything. The man is just
before I want to give Deji, I want to ask Deji, because Deji, Deji is convinced that his team can challenge this team. And I want to talk about Haaland specifically and Kevin De Bruyne in comparison with the Spurs squad. From a Spurs fan perspective, having someone like Haaland who comes in, having someone like, they have Harry Kane. They want to convince us that Harry Kane is I love Harry Kane.
No, I
think he's amazing.
Be careful with what you're about to say.
No. But Haaland, I think Haaland is more clinical. I'm gonna let you talk. I think Haaland is more clinical, and I think you don't have a Kevin De Bruyne on your team. Nobody even close to that, and that's why you won't win the league. This is why you won't win the league.
I hear what you're saying. The only thing I wanted to say before I answer your question is it must be so nice being Daps. Because for me, I just think that when I look at this City team, the thing that annoys me is that when I see good players, talented players, the fact that they're not getting enough minutes really jars me. And someone like Alvarez, I think needs to be at another club. I think he's doing a great job, but he deserves to be starting for any of the big boys in world football. And for him to be almost play like a bit part role for Man City, it does piss me off. Do you know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. I think that
23 this year, isn't he, as well? 23 January.
And he's going to be a starter in the World Cup. I think, Deji, I'm going to hand back over to you. Sorry, but you are right. I think right now it's fine. I think after the World Cup, probably it will be fine for the rest of this season, because you know what? He's going to want to get that Premier League, innit? He's going to want to taste winning the league. After that, I think it's spot on. I think that's where he's going to have to be managed carefully, because if he has a good World Cup, he's not going to be wanting to play second fiddle. So I think it's spot on that. But I'll let you carry on.
Well, thank you. But I feel like I'm going to say something that I said on another show, and I think, yes, we would love to have a KDB and Haaland in our squad. Dare I say, I think people don't give Kane enough respect because he's at Spurs. I think if he was at Bayern Munich, if he was at Real Madrid, you'd be putting respect on his name. For me, I would actually go as far as to say that Kane is a hybrid of KDB and Haaland. I think he's prolific. I think if Kane was in that Man City side, he would probably be 1 or 2 goals shy of where Haaland is right now. Because if you think he's playing in a team where he's got to run around like a Kenyan marathon runner doing the steeplechase, because Spurs don't have the ball. We don't have it at all. We've got no possession of the ball. So my man's just running around in circles, and he still bagged 10 Premier League goals. Put some respect on it. But also remember, there was a season where Kane had the most assists in the Premier League. And for me, after KDB, who is De Bruyne-esque in their play, in their finding of players, in the way that they spray the ball? It's Kane. And in terms
of Bruno Fernandes.
So for me, I think he's a hybrid.
Fuck off! You wouldn't have said that 3 months ago, so no, you're not saying that yet. No.
But to be fair, in terms of chances created, this guy who's second is not Kane, is actually Bruno Fernandes in big chances created.
Statistically it is.
Cass, he's right, because the whole thing is, I always say, why does Kane get away? And this isn't slander on Kane, it's more actually defending of Rooney a little bit, yeah? That actually Rooney in his twilight years was doing a very similar thing to what Kane does at Tottenham, where he's dropping deep and spraying balls.
But
Rooney
Kane
got
is not in the twilight years, Daps.
No. Whoa. I'm not judge or jury. I'm just saying that Rooney got. I don't know who's doing. I think both of them are elite players, Kane and Rooney. Yeah, both of them did very similar things. Rooney got slated for it, but all he was actually trying to do was when United were getting a bit shit, he was the one that was trying to pick up the pieces. And that's all I'm saying.
That used to piss me off under LVG because we had a shit midfield going on as well. Yeah, Rooney also used to fucking drop deep, and that used to piss me off. I'm like, why do you keep coming deep? Because we're playing wingers so wide, even though that team was a piece of shit anyways.
What,
it's
Schneider
like, mate,
in his that was amazing. Cass, that was amazing.
Do that. You want to go back to that midfield finished higher than yours.
And then just to kind of qualify why I think Kane is a hybrid of Haaland and KDB. If Haaland was in the Spurs team, he wouldn't be on double figures right now.
That's a Schneider.
That's how good Kane is. Haaland would have been double figures.
Did you? I mean, you know what? I'm a fan of Kane, but you actually tried to say he's a. Bro, he's a hybrid of KDB and Haaland is a bold ass statement.
Bro, I think if you step back and just watch Kane, how he sprays the ball, how he finishes.
I hear you, but he's not. I hear you. I do hear you.
It's unfortunate that he's been at Spurs. I won't lie. It's unfortunate that he's Spurs. But
I do what you're saying.
Deji saying that now, yeah.
Can I go quickly? Can I go?
You hear that, Mr. Dore?
This is what I was going to say.
I can't believe I'm hearing it.
I actually, for me, a lot of people agree with this. I actually think Kane is the better footballer than Haaland. I think Haaland is more clinical. We all
agree on that, bro.
But
hold on.
Not you, but some City fans will say Haaland's also the better footballer on that. Come on now, be serious.
I think Haaland's better. I do honestly think, from what I've seen so far, Haaland is better than people are giving him credit for. 100%. I can tell you that by watching City game in, game out. He is better because people are literally saying all he can do is score. No, I've seen him with assists. I've seen him getting involved. But Kane, come on, to say he's a better footballer than Kane would be wild. The one thing I would say Kane hasn't got that De Bruyne has, though, is I ain't seeing Kane putting in some of them passes, the vision, some of the vision that KDB has and the ability to pull off passes that you should not be allowed to pull off. Them bending around.
You'll be surprised that
I'm not having that.
If you look at Son's goals, it was mainly Kane assists.
It was.
Hold on. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, the type of passes I'm talking about. Them De Bruyne passes that are fucking. You don't think they're able to.
And the camera doesn't even pick up them type of.
Fuck me, KDB today was different grade.
I want because Daps, you said KDB was your man in the match. I'm giving it to someone else. I know you might not agree, but I think Rodri, especially in that second half, was immense because there was times you lot were just not passing side to side, but there's times where the tempo wasn't that fast in the middle, and Rodri would go, you know what, I'm going to go against the grain, and you'll make a marauding run and then open up the play. I thought Rodri, for me, was man in the match today.
We saw that midweek as well in the when Rodri came on midweek. We saw that as well. The tempo was a bit slow first half. He came on, and that's what he is. It's very clear now. Rodri's role, is literally. David Silva used to do it for us. David Silva used to be really good at it. It's to decide when to pass the ball quickly, when to slow the game down, and to switch directions. It's what Rodri does. But and then we have to talk on Haaland. Look, the fact is, the guy came on and he changed the game. I mean, De Bruyne stepped up, and sorry, Arsenal,
exactly,
but
Cass.
again,
Cass actually said the right thing. The defense starting, instead of them having only three in the back, they actually dropped a fourth guy in that line again, just when Haaland came on.
I have to disagree as well, though, man, with that one. KDB, when a man is showing that much desire to burn a man in the 89th minute, that's only a centre-back defender, and he's getting past him, and with a crisp point, cross, that Haaland eats up all day
without
long.
even looking, bro. And this is the thing. This is the thing. I've said
he's the best cross of the ball in the world, mate. I don't think there's anyone better crossing the ball than KDB.
That was weak foot, guys. That was weak foot. Weak foot.
And we have to be clear. This is a thing. The guy, the way he beat the defender. But look, I've already said one of the reasons why I think we win the league, and this is where I think Arsenal drop off, is admittedly Southampton away, Etihad at home, but we're down to 10 men, and it's knowing if the game ends and we've only got 1 point, our players don't want to be looking at the referee and talking about the referee. Our fans don't want to be looking at the referee and talking about the referee. We want to keep fucking going and by any means get the win, because that's how you win leagues. The second reason is, I'm sorry, but when you have Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland are two players that know their jobs inside and out. De Bruyne knows not exactly where Haaland is, and not, I'm going to put this on his head. He knows I put it in this area of the box, Haaland will get to it, right? That's his job. Just put it there. He knows how a striker plays. And simply, Haaland knows, I know De Bruyne is going to put it in this area, so I've got to make sure I'm there. And when you've got two players that can do that, you can have bad games and still win them.
Can I just I just need to respond to Alec in the chat. He says Kane's not in Haaland's league. Yeah, you're right, because Kane's on a different planet to Haaland, mate. Because if Kane was receiving the balls that Kevin De Bruyne is giving Haaland, he would be killing it. And remember, Kane has been doing it in a lesser team. Put some bloody respect on it, because I'm convinced if Haaland was in that Spurs team, he wouldn't even have 10 goals so far. He might have 8 or 9. And
Deji, the game ain't...
He says that, but you say born on the planet, but Haaland's a robot, bruv. So he's not really born on no world, is he? It's a creation.
I'm not gonna have this. It's very hard to judge. Like, look, my personal opinion. People will say Pep is the best manager in the world football, and I'll say yes. But he also has unlimited resources, and he's got one of the best teams in the world. Can Pep do what he's doing with Man City at Bournemouth?
No.
But, you know what I'm saying?
No, but that'll be like any manager though. Look. Wait. Let me put this across. Then.
I need to speak on
it. Let me. All right. Ancelotti, like you say that, but Ancelotti went to Everton and didn't do it at Everton, and then he went to Real Madrid and done what he did at Real Madrid. So you can't really.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's gone to Real Madrid.
Cash, what about Jose Mourinho?
Yeah, but they sacked the Real Madrid manager to go get him though, or got rid of him to replace him.
Let me revert. I'm sorry, Deji. Let me revert the question. Would any manager do what Pep Guardiola is doing at City now?
Thank you,
with
Mo.
These players.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
If Pochettino takes over Man City, it'd probably be the business.
So hold on.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Mo, let me just clarify this, because maybe it needs to be cleared up, right? Because yes, before Pep, our managers spent a lot of money. Yeah. Before Pep, we won the Premier League, we won the Carabao Cup, we won the FA Cup, right? All in separate seasons. No one did a double. No one did a treble. No one did 100 points. No one retained it. No one actually won 4 out of 5 leagues against what some might say was an extremely good Liverpool team, and actually the champions of Europe the season that we did a domestic treble. No one did that. So, it's a valid point. But you know what? People get to where they are by they earn the right. Pep has earned the right to have the money. Pep has earned the right to have the players, because what he has done is taken that, while other clubs have spent more than us since Pep has been here, and he's taken Manchester City to a different level, right? Honestly, you can just list it. The amount of records this guy has broken, it's different. So it's going to be something we always say. It frustrates the shit out of me, because, I don't believe Pep could go to Bournemouth and fucking do a domestic treble, retain it, and do all of that. But no manager could. That's
what I'm saying. It's boring, because Liverpool fans will do it with the Pep versus Klopp debate. Pep has unlimited resources, whatnot. You took the words out of my mouth. He's earned the right. Why would he go to a Bournemouth or whatnot? There's no point in bringing these things up. And even his first job at the Barcelona B team, to win their league, I think he won it by 10, 11 points. He had to prove, once upon a time, he had to prove himself to get to where he was. He wouldn't have got the first team Barca job if he didn't do what he did with the Barcelona B team. So in some regard, he has earned that right. I just think that argument's a bit boring now. I do see where it's
No, I hear what you're saying, Romz, but the thing is, when you talk about the best managers in the world, they tend to have the best teams, and they tend to have the best resources. And for me, what I would like to see is, can you replicate that with a lesser team? That surely has got to be part of the yardstick.
Not Mourinho.
No, 100%.
Mourinho didn't.
No, look, and I'll be clear. We had this conversation, Mo, and that's why it's nice to see managers like Potter, managers like Eddie Howe, get to where they're going to have two of the biggest war chests in world football. And it is nice to see that. I respect managers that can do that 100%. And someone said about Pellegrini, it doesn't get spoke about enough, to be fair. The fact that Pellegrini did actually get Man City to a semi-final of a Champions League. So, yeah, I think...
Oh, yeah,
you know,
he did, didn't it?
He did, and it doesn't get spoke about enough that we do need to respect that, and we do need to put the whole thing of Pep's earned the right, and I don't believe in fact, I'm pretty certain no manager could come in this era, you know, with Klopp and Liverpool. Now they're fucking fucked, but it is what it is. When they were at their best, they won the Champions League, and that season we did a domestic treble, right? So that doesn't get spoke about enough. Like, you know, it doesn't get spoke about enough that under Pep 2 years ago, not last season, the season before, everyone will say Liverpool were 3 games away from doing the quad. Or was it 2? 2 or was it 2? Right, City were 3 games away from doing the quad the season before. Never gets spoke about. Why? Because we won the league, so we didn't need to speak about it. We keep it moving. But Pep's done so much that doesn't get spoke about. So, but I hear it. Look, we've spoken enough about City now. Haaland, we need 2 goals. We need 2 goals against Brentford so we can go into the World Cup with 20 goals by November.
Listen,
like,
listen. Before we move on, I wanna say, guys, please. We have 190 people here, close to 200. Make sure to hit that like button. We need to see these likes at least at 150. That helps us big time. It's free. It's underneath your live chat. It looks like this. Make sure it's highlighted. But also, this is the membership. Make sure to check it out. Join Never a Foul Army. You'll get access to our private Discord chat with all the panel, Cass, Daps, Ty, myself, Double A, and Soups. Everybody is there. We'll get more involved. That also, you will get priority and the link to our call-in shows once or twice a week. Plus, you will be involved in all the giveaways. Today, someone went to watch City against Fulham today for the ticket. They won because they joined that. So it's $3.99 a month. It has its perks. It's not mandatory. We insist on saying this. It's not a must. We'll always bring you the content. We'll always be able to watch it without this, but this will have its perk. But thank you so much for all the support. And it helps the channel big time. It helps us expand, improve, and enhance. But make sure to like the video first. The most important thing is to like this video. So make sure to do it. So we move on to Forrest.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I'm going through the chat and I've got someone who I think is officially trolling me called the Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, I can see him.
Oh, Pac-Man, hey.
He's a City veteran.
I can see him.
Let me ask you, Pac-Man, why are you not a member yet? I don't understand. Out of all the guys that's been here since the start, Pac-Man, Mustafa, Yusuf, and Ilyas. All you guys should be part of that army, fam. I don't know why they're not even a part of it.
I don't know. Look at them. Pac-Man's a waste man.
No, Pac-Man.
I like Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man.
I'll say it because Pac-Man, everywhere I go, Pac-Man is there, repping City.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
That's why there is Man City then.
Listen, I have people trolling me all day long, so I need people doing it to other people, please.
He even jumps in the Liverpool channels and gives it to all of us.
And keep doing it, bro. Rightly so. Keep doing it.
He's a veteran, but them 5 names, Cass, name, they epitomize Never a Foul. Like Mo said, like, you don't. It's not mandatory, but come on, you lot should just. It should be a second nature. You know what I mean?
Yosef has been here from day one, and a lot of the times we'll set up streams before they even start. He is active as fuck in the comments. Just backing his team. Even when Liverpool are getting smoked by Forest and Leeds, he's backing his team. So I rate it.
I'm nothing like expression. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat because the chat is just giving me bare jokes and it's being led by Pac-Man.
They're the best, man.
I've got Bailey19 saying at Pac-Man, it kind of reminds me of X a bit. Why are they doing this? Why are they even doing this? But you know what? It's all good. Anyway, there's more to come. Let's crack on. Sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Dore. Listen, we can talk in general about your season and how it's going, but I'm just going to ask you the straight question. Is it going to get better?
No.
Hold on. To be fair, they beat Liverpool. Can it get any better?
No.
I was about to say, can we not speak about past results?
No. We beat Liverpool, and Liverpool fans were whinging about it. But I keep it real. Like, we got slapped against Arsenal. Man City slapped us.
Spurs.
yeah.
Spurs.
Spurs didn't slap us, man. They beat us 2-0. Well, they didn't slap us. So we was in that game, if I'm honest, before Harry Kane.
Finish.
Before Harry Kane done us again. But yeah, it's tough. The league's
Were you
really
lucky
hard.
to get a draw today? Were you lucky to get a point today?
We should have won. We should
Should
have
have
won.
won.
Yeah, we should have won. Brentford they went great the first 35 minutes. Then we got that dodgy penalty that I thought it was. Everyone's talking about it. But
Go ahead.
talk to me.
Go
Go on. No, talk
Go
to me.
ahead.
Do you think-
I'm
No,
gonna ask
do you think
other people. Listen. It's
No,
by
do you
the
think
law.
it's
Dean Henderson
Who
did not
did they
even
play
play
again?
the
Brent,
ball.
was it Brent? Who did they play? Brentford, didn't it?
Yeah, that
You
team.
guys
That
lost
team
this
wait. That team that slapped you, Cass. That team that slapped you. Go on, talk to me.
I Dore, yeah. I swear, I got my
Talk
ticket
to
for
me.
Nottingham
Yes.
Forest. Wait, you going to go Old Trafford? You got a season ticket, right?
Yeah, I'm coming to Old Trafford.
I
You see me there?
will link up. And when we put fire past your team, I swear down, Lingard is not going. He's going. I
Oh,
swear he's going to have the
oh,
worst
you know
time
what,
ever.
Do you
You know
score
what,
more than
yeah?
one goal? Cass, do you man generally
I-
score more than one goal?
No. We create a lot of chances. I'm not being funny. We're not
No,
Liverpool.
that
yeah?
wasn't the question. Do you score more than one goal? Not
Exactly.
chances.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
left,
Yes, we
right,
do.
and
It was only
centre.
last game. It's only last game that we were different, other than West Ham as well. Like it don't
And-
matter. Bro, come on, man. We don't even have a striker up front and we're scoring goals.
Well,
I'm
so you
not
don't
being
score
funny.
More than one goal.
I'm not
is the
being
answer.
funny. Against Nottingham Forest, we don't need a striker either. And by then we'll have a full fit team again going. And I'm not
Here
being
we
funny.
go.
It's gonna be a walk in the park.
Yo,
It's gonna be a walk in the
yo,
park.
Dory,
No,
back to
no.
Forest.
Go
One
on, talk
game
to
I
me.
think you were unfortunate on. I think it was on a Monday night. This is the first 90 minutes I watched of Forest this season against Villa. I think you were unlucky that game. I think you're unlucky.
Nah, I don't think we was unlucky because we before that
I know what
think
you're
it was-
doing. I know what he's
What do you
doing. It's because
what
you be no. It's because you be sorting it out.
No.
I see what you're doing.
No,
can't do
but
that.
like, no. We'll talk about that Liverpool game in a minute. But the game that he's talking about, the Villa game, it was 6 games we lost. We had a point from somewhere. So, and then let's talk about Liverpool. We beat Liverpool, and all these content creators trying to trying to dodge the question. Forest, we beat you. And for Liverpool fans crying, Salah this, Salah that. Listen to me, he's a world-class striker.
Dory, these don't know
What?
that with me, I'm not one of these fans that will go over the top and say delusional stuff. But I'm just going to ask you and be honest. Do you think you played well? You won, and that's all that matters. But do you think you actually played well that game? I just want to know your opinion. Do you think you played well against us?
They slapped you up.
I just said
No. Right, I'll keep it real. Right, I'll keep it real. We did Liverpool. Right, they still had the chances. Let's keep it real. They had the chances, but I think we played well. On like, as an example, Ryan Yates. He's not as great as everyone talks about him, but he bullied your midfield.
Yeah.
He didn't. All these Liverpool fans don't give him respect, and then we got a 54-year-old called Cook. He had Salah in his back pocket, and that
He was immense that day.
exactly. So
Sorry,
we didn't.
Can I ask you a question?
That's the type
Do
of
you-
game.
do you-
So
Daps,
just before you go,
Daps.
Daps, yeah, that was
Romz,
the
do you
type
know
of
that they
game.
had more their XG is better than you and they had more chances than you and they had 3 clear-cut chances more than you, right? You know that.
Then who?
I know the game doesn't look like this because you had the set pieces and stuff.
Yeah,
But if you actually watch the game, they actually had
they did
it
because
could have been more than one. Alisson
Alisson
saved you.
Without Alisson, it probably would have ended up for. That's the type of game.
Exactly. So I don't
that's
understand
the
this narrative about they defended. They are supposed to defend against Liverpool.
No,
Like
no,
what
I
Liverpool
didn't
did
say
against.
defenders. I just asked.
Like
No,
what
no,
Liverpool.
no.
They played well.
No, bro. Listen. My point is right. Like with Liverpool fans, there's some good Liverpool fans out there. There's trying like with these Liverpool content creators. There's trying to say, Liverpool, this, Liverpool, that. There was not giving Forest any credit. No credit at all.
That's not on. That's not
I'm not.
on.
I'm
the game.
And this is what I'm not going to mention people's names there because I can't be bothered with it. We'll be here for too long. Put some respect. Like, yeah, we're not playing great, but if we beat a team, Liverpool are a big team in my eyes. But at the same time,
This is
You know
one
what?
thing I don't like when managers do. When managers come out after games, like say, I'm not gonna name names because it could, you know what, Pep might have done it before. But when managers have like one of the big 6-7 teams that spend a lot of fucking money, and all of us do, right? Some of us more than others, but all of us do. When they come out and say, oh, you know, this team came and they sat with 10 men behind the ball, I'm like, bro, listen, yeah, you've earned, like I said, Pep's earned the right, and I'm not sending for Pep. I'm just not going to send for no one else today. Can't be bothered with it. But if you're a manager of one of these teams that has the right to have a big bank balance and spend it, and then a team that's got a smaller bank balance has to sit with 10 men behind the ball to get a point, you can't really criticize that.
Exactly.
You get paid what you paid to break that team down. If you've struggled to break down a team with 10 men behind, that's your fault. It's quite simple. Salute the other team. They've actually managed to do it. It's hard to do.
I've always thought it's absurd. What do you expect them to come at you and then just get completely pammed? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Do it.
And Dore, just to add to that, it's the type of game where you can say what you like about us. That game, we could have played another 90 minutes. We just weren't scoring. It was one of those days.
Bro. What I'm saying, like, let's put respect on Liverpool. Like I said, they've not been playing great, but still a big team.
We don't do that on this channel. Sorry, we don't do that on this channel. No respect to Liverpool.
Okay, no, because it's never their fault, but it is what it is. But the thing with Liverpool.
Be careful.
No. But what I'm trying to say, like,
you nearly said the V word. That don't go down well with them, man.
But Liverpool, like, they're good side, and we're bottom of the league. Everyone's slapping us, and when we beat you 1-0, all, like I said, Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, we missed the chances, we missed this, we missed that," blah blah. But like my man said, Forest had more chances than Liverpool, and listen, every point is vital to us. Every point is vital to us. Now we're on 10 points after today's draw. So, listen.
You know what?
It's a long season. It's a long season.
It's because the pitch was dry. We woke up late. We got to the ground late.
Bro. I've heard. No.
That's in your DNA, Romz.
No, bro. But I've heard every excuse that week. I heard for 4 days straight. This and that over. I'm like, Liverpool fans, just give up your loss to a team that's bottom of the league, that's struggling. Put respect.
I thought you guys deserve that win.
Mr. Dore, if you get 3 points against Crystal Palace the next game, you go to the World Cup on 13. You might not be even in the relegation zone at all. Do you think the season can change then?
Listen to me. I'm not going to be big-headed and say yes, we're going to be safe. Listen, it's a tough league. It's going to be hard, really hard. Like I said, we've got Palace. Palace not easy. Palace still got a good team. They still got a good side. So keep it real.
Can I just say my little bit about Forest?
Yeah, go on, Deji. Go on.
Because you play Forest in the cup, midweek.
Yeah. I just hope you guys come back. Because I think that you guys are a nice.
But the problem is, right, we was in the Championship for 23 years. So it's okay saying, "Oh, we're gonna get relegated and come back up." It's not easy like that, bro. Like it's all right saying, "Oh, we've got a good side." Like people saying, "We could do a Fulham." No,
if you can keep your players, you should be able to bounce back up. If you can keep the players,
listen to me.
You've got a good team, but you need time to. When you buy 19 players, you already knew it was a disaster.
No, bro. No, it's not a disaster, bro. We had no choice. We spent 150 million. And each player costs like 10 million. We know Lingard was a free transfer, but he's getting 80 grand a week or whatever people want to say these days. We had no choice. So I want to stay in the Premier League. It's going to be very, very hard. But if we can get 3 points against Crystal Palace, like my guy says, maybe we can get out of the bottom 3. But from now to the May, it's going to be very, very hard because it's just these teams are better.
Tell you what, Mr. Dore, do you think Cooper should go?
No.
Why not? I don't get this. Why not?
Right, bro. Right. When Cooper came to Forest, where was where?
I don't even know.
I'm talking about.
I think you're in the bottom 3 of the Championship.
No.
Exactly. Yes, he came in half a season. You're bottom 3. He got you promotion. That does not justify. That does not justify him staying at the job.
Let me finish. Right. Cooper, when Forest came, Forest were bottom of the league. Bottom of the league, 1 point. It took us 23 years to get in the Premier League. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, it was too early to get the Premier League because we're bottom league right now." No, I prefer to be in the Premier League than the Championship. When everyone says like, "Oh, get relegated, do a Fulham, come back up," no, it's not easy as that. We can have players. It's all right saying, "Oh, keep the team we have now in the Championship." No, players will just go because
they can't. They won't be able to afford to keep some of them.
Exactly. So
don't worry, you're gonna get relegated again. There'll be another 23 years. So don't worry.
This guy, what's his cash?
The misery will end anyway. Don't worry. The nightmare will be over soon.
Cass, listen to me. I'll talk to you 27th of December. Yes, don't pipe up. Yeah,
I'll do it now, mate. You're
That's his middle name.
Where you gonna leave?
Yo, he is shameless, man.
I'm not trying to hear me cry me a rivers on this channel. You should know how it goes, Romz. You don't get away with that shit. If I start doing it, he gets it. If I do it, he starts doing it to me.
The point is, with Cooper, I want, like, what he did for us, he deserved to stay in at Forest for one season because I'm sick and tired of changing.
But then, Dore, word to Modo, you're saying he deserves that because of merit for you not getting promoted. But your original point was you want to stay in the Premier League. Do you think keeping him could be your detriment? Keeping him could be the one to also send you back down? Because you also made another good point. If you look at like Premier League, like heritage teams, like the Blackburns, the Ipswiches, the Charltons, they've gone down and stayed down. So I understand your point that it's not necessarily you're just going to come back up. But originally what you said is you want to stay in the Premier League, and if the results don't go your way, what will happen is you will stay in that bottom three and ultimately go back down. So sometimes keeping on to the manager and sentiment, look, it's happening at my club, but sometimes holding on to the manager and having that sentiment.
You
know what I mean? Like, it could be to your detriment. You have to be careful with these things.
No, I understand that, get that. But I think from my point of view, like I said, we've got to give Cooper respect because, like I said,
I hear it. It's a hard one, man.
He comes to the club, we're rock bottom. Yo, bro, I was thinking about League One football. Football, and I'm thinking about, we're gonna go to some Cheltenham or play that, but we're playing the big clubs. And what I'm trying to say with Steve Cooper, like, yes, we're gonna get slapped. We knew we'd get slapped from the big teams. Like we lost to Arsenal 5-0 yesterday. I mean, last week. But I get your point. Forest comes first, then Steve Cooper.
I've got a question about that. Are you happy that they gave Steve Cooper like a new contract? Like, are you happy with that decision? Honestly, deep down, I know you got loyalties to him, you got you up and everything, but would you say, like, look, if it ain't going that well in January, Feb, do you stick with him whether you go down or not, or would you be like, I think we actually need to find something else, or it don't really matter who you get in because you've got too many new players anyways?
Like my point, like, bringing 24 players in, it's going to be hard for any team. Steve Cooper will be looking at, Steve Cooper's still looking at what his best team is. So for that, yes. I think we got slapped at Leicester City 4-0, and everyone was going for his head. And me personally, there was a little bit saying, he should go. But at the same time, I think, like I said, for what he's done for Nottingham Forest, not just for Nottingham Forest, the whole city as well, I want him to stay. But at the same time, I want to be staying in the Premier League. Cooper needs just to give us.
I get it. You want Cooper to walk.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But let's give you an example. Look at Sean Dyche with Norwich. Not Norwich, Burnley. Got relegated to come up. Look at Thomas Frank with Norwich. He got relegated 3 times and he come back up as well. So, but Steve Cooper, if we get relegated, it happens. It's going to happen. But at the same time, it's not easy. It's so hard. And
it's a hard subject because it's
really hard.
I rate your loyalty. Like with some of the Chelsea fans with Tuchel, I was like, I understand your loyalty because he stayed loyal to you, man, through a fucking hard time. But if you deep it, like generally when clubs are too loyal to players and managers, sometimes you have to just like, look, loads of City's fan bases were like, we should have kept Aguero. We should have kept David Silva. We should have kept Yaya Toure. We let them go at the right time because none of them have had better careers than they had at City. But I do massively, as a a football fan, I rate your loyalty. But I think that's why I said if he walks, there's no love loss. Like but then you get someone else in. But,
that was the thing because he had his contract ended will end of this season, and the loyalty with, like I say, Forest fans, all Forest fans, 99.9% Forest fans will love him because of what he did. It will never get topped off what he did. It was rock bottom. Behind the scenes, the club was a mess. So for him to do what he did, win the Premier League, and I'm enjoying it. I want to stay in Premier League as well. So,
well, I also get that because he's giving you this experience. You're going home and away to fucking some of the best grounds in the world, getting to experience. So I rate that as well, fully.
Yeah. Mike here said, would you basically take Sean Dyche as a replacement?
He's still out of it.
No, but it was talked about. He goes to Forest games. He goes to Forest. He watches Forest. He's got a season ticket. Yeah.
Is he a fan?
He's eyeing the job.
He lives basically opposite the ground. So
D1 is saying, what about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Nah, no chance.
Well, he still can't be found. United have sent him away to the Maldives.
No, Ole. Sean Dyche, to be fair, like I said, he did well with Burnley, but.
So what about three manager names? Three manager names that you can think of at the top of your head quickly.
Sam Allardyce.
Pep Linders, you can take him.
Yo,
three. What's the three names that you take other than Sean Dyche? So two more names. What about other names in the hat that you?
Sam Allardyce.
Think, yeah, you know what?
Has to be.
Gerrard.
What? Yo, come on, man. Right?
Chris Wilder, maybe.
No, what? Yo,
Bielsa.
Ranieri.
Who do you expect is gonna go to Forest then? Who do you?
Put some respect to Forest, man. Yo, come on, listen to me. Put some respect to who's gonna come to Forest? We're a big club.
You are. You're a Champions League winner. You're a Champions League winner.
No. I'm not talking about Champions League, but like I said,
I'm thinking Spurs.
But you'd like to, though, innit? You're more than happy to.
You're right. You are a big club. You're much bigger than Spurs. You've got much more like European heritage, much more trophies than them overall.
Look at Deji. Deji left it was like.
You can't tell me I'm wrong.
What talking about?
Tell me I'm wrong.
Is this guy really talking?
I mean, the thing that I know about Cass is that he's without him telling me, I knew he was a historian. And after the show, I'm going to ask you, Cass, can you tell me a little bit more about the ancient Egyptians, please?
Yeah,
I just want to know where Tutankhamun was buried. Huh? I just want to know where.
What facts do you want to know?
You're doing this historian.
You want to know about ancient Egyptians? Ancient Egyptians. They live right next to the River Nile that ran along.
I know an ancient Egyptian.
What you
Can we not talk about
There's roughly about 100. There's about 130 pyramids in total. What else do you want to know? I can tell you that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Go on. You want the story that I like my history? Test me right now, and I'll do it.
Hold on. But let's move on from that. Perfect timing because we have moved on to Tottenham, and I know we're just over the hour mark. So
let's talk about history.
I mean, people
let's
in
talk
here.
about the game tomorrow, Daps. Let's go. Talk about
but firstly, people keep running those lights up. I know we're just below 150. If you could please just check your like button, your thumb. It's just below the screen you're watching on. If it isn't lit, please give it a little tap. Let's push it over 150. But yeah, tomorrow, big game. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Big Six last night, right? And when it got to talking about this game, it was mad. Tobes and Grizz, yeah. Neither of them have been gym for a long time. No chest. Neither of them. Yeah. Neither of them wanted to win that game. It was mad. And Saeed kept pulling it up, like going, I don't get it. What? Like, so between you, I mean, we'll go to Deji first. Like, do you think you got this?
No. And I'll tell you why I don't think we've got this. I think if we had our full squad, I think definitely we could give Spurs a game. And this gives me an opportunity to ask D1 Millie's question, because I've been seeing the question and it's the perfect time. I think tomorrow we have to start Kulusevski because we have nobody else. Son's injured, Richarlison's injured, and Sweden are not in the World Cup. We've given Kulusevski enough time to recover. He has to start. If Kulusevski does not start against Liverpool, then I'm going down to the local bookies. I'm going to the William Hill, and I'm sticking 50 quid on Liverpool to slap us 5 or 6-0. And I'll tell you why. What I've seen from Tottenham under Conte this season is that normal service is resumed. I saw a disgraceful performance by Spurs in the first half against Marseille. I saw a disgraceful performance against United where we just didn't turn up. I saw a disgraceful performance as if the whole squad caught COVID when we went to the Emirates against Arsenal. So for me, Liverpool always beat Spurs, or at best we get a draw. So
Wait,
why would it be any
Last
different?
season, bro, you did us favours. Home and away.
Who is this imposter? This ain't
No,
the Deji
no,
guy.
no. It's
This
just,
is not.
Hey, this is the
Deji.
Deji. This is
This
the
is-
Dejis that said they're going to win a Champions League or a league this season.
Bro,
I was
that-
about to
that
say that,
hasn't
guy.
changed. That
How are you
hasn't
coming
changed.
here and
That
telling
hasn't-
me
that
at home
hasn't
you're going to
changed.
lose the game?
The
wanna
reason
win the
why I
league.
think we're going to lose the game is because we just don't play well against Liverpool. Liverpool is another one of Spurs' bogey teams where we just don't have any answers. And I know that Conte is going to start Perisic and he's going to start Emerson Royale, and it's a disaster. Jed Spence needs to play this game. Is he going to even get a minute? No, he's not. And so therefore, we're going to get slapped up by...
Is he sitting on? Is he
and
putting him on the bench?
Romero's not playing. Yeah,
No, is Spence on the bench?
Yes.
Is he?
Every
Yeah,
game he's on the bench and
But
doesn't.
never-
No, bring him back to Forest, man. Bring him back to Forest.
He's on the bench, doesn't get a sniff,
You know
and Kane's
I can see
on
that
his own.
happening. I
With
can see
this-
that potentially happening.
with-
I'll be honest. I think you'll be a good wing back option for Forest. Why
Nah,
don't
he
see why
won't
they
come
don't
back.
go for a
He
loan?
won't come back. He won't come back. Well, that's a fact. He won't come
With
back.
this game, right? Like
Yeah, you're right. He's too big for Forest.
you're not. A
Yo,
lot of
this guy.
Liverpool fans don't have
Yo,
chest
this
for
guy.
this
Come
game.
on.
Understandably, we're winning this. I think we're winning this. I honestly am confident. We're the type of team to win this game and draw and lose to Southampton.
You
at
better
Anfield.
win
I've
this,
said
Romz,
this.
because I swear down, if
it's
you
not-
do not win with the amount of injuries they got, Romz,
We
you
will win.
Mont,
I'm-
Yeah.
all you guys,
Big
I
up my brother
swear
Mont.
down.
Big up my brother Mont. But I'm not Mont. We will win this. I'm saying this straight. We will win this.
Wait.
because
What did Mont say? What did Mont say? That you're going to draw? or
Mont is
something?
that, oh, I reckon we'll get a draw. I don't think we'll lose, but I reckon we'll probably scrape a draw. We've been in bad form, and I get that. I understand. I'm not shaming any Liverpool fan for feeling that, for predicting that we won't win this, because we're so inconsistent. But you see the big teams, Cash, you're going to disagree, but bar Napoli, we somewhat turn up for the big game. That's all no.
Why did I
even though we play
disagree? Why
pragmatic,
did I disagree?
that's
Why would
all
I
no.
disagree? Why would I disagree?
Because you did the other day.
said-
When I said to you, if there was an extra 10 minutes to the United and Liverpool game, we probably would have got a draw. You don't want the ropes. You were
No,
hanging
you,
on.
no, you wouldn't have.
We
Oh
would have.
my-
If there
we
was
was
an
the
extra 10 minutes to the
Go
game,
watch.
you were hanging on.
No,
You were
you.
hanging
Oh
on.
my! Let me tell you this year. Daps. Let me tell you something. You might know a little bit.
You were the
about
better
stuff like
team,
this
but you were hanging
as
on.
well. Bro, when there's a team, when you know you're going to win the game, you can sit back a little bit. You don't always have to go. You just see out the game. Pep does it bare. Just see out the game. You might have a lot of attacks, but you just know, you just believe in your back four that it's just easy. No, I'm telling you now, no Manchester. I was at that game, bro. No Manchester United fan were there thinking we're going to concede. They said, what is the point? We actually said to us, like, what's the point? Like, we might as well go now. I might as well leave the stadium now. Like, I'm not joking. It's like, it's done. It was toothless attack. It was not going to concede shit. If there was an extra 10 minutes, then we
But
could
they
have taken the
will
game to you a
score.
little bit more.
They
But
will
you
score
wasn't. That's my
against
point.
Spurs.
The last 50 minutes, you wasn't. But you know, let's just
Don't-
agree to disagree, because
You don't want to pay 10 minutes more against Spurs more than you guys, if I'm being honest.
Let me carry on. Yeah, the Arsenal game, first half, I think we were decent, but then they just took us by storm. Second half, right? Rangers, cool. You can say what you want to say. Scottish league quality is not as big, but it's still a
Worst
big European club, right?
Team in the European.
No. I'm not having that. I'm not. It is, but bro, don't do that.
Can we get
Wait,
can we
me
get
or
final
Kaz?
predictions, guys?
No,
Because
you, bro. I hear what you're saying.
But
Like,
it's-
let's
come on,
put.
it's still-
Oh no, hold on.
Right,
I will respect.
Ajax
No,
then,
Ron,
Ajax.
I will respect Forest history 100%. Yeah. However, don't use their history to act like it was fucking that makes you losing to them valid, bro. It doesn't make it valid. They're bottom of the league and
I've
they're
been
on
around Cass
whatever.
too much. I've been
Like,
a
their
bit
history
shaded.
is-
I've been around
What do you
Cass
mean?
too much.
What do you mean you be around me too much? You can't act like me. I'm unique, fam. Get your own personality.
I just think we'll win this. A lot of people think this is going to be a cagey game. I think it's going to be quite open. I think it's going to be reminiscent of last season. Remember the 2-2 draw, Deji, where both teams were just going at it, we'll just both open. I don't think it'll be cagey how fans think. And I just think with all of your injuries, Kane can flip this game on his head like that. World-class player, you keep him on, he can turn the game. But I just think all the other players around him, your Brian Hill is like our Carvalho, lightweight, hasn't really imposed himself on any real game this season. Lucas Moura, I don't rate, and even anymore.
I don't
And
rate
even
him
more,
either.
I'm hearing he's injured. I'm hearing he's even injured. He's
Yeah.
hurt.
We don't have anyone.
Kuleveski, let's have it right. I agree with you. I think he has to start because you don't have anyone else. But he's not match fit. Like, let's be honest. I think Conte might even bring him on the last 10 minutes. But I just think, as mad as we are, and again, we're not this consistent team, I just can see Nunes and Salah just causing problems for you lot. Like I said, no Romero, Dyer and Davis. I don't have the most
Romero's a big miss, man. Not gonna lie.
big miss. And I just think we have more quality in our attack at the moment. Obviously, Kane as an individual clear all of our attack, but as a collective, Firmino, Bobby, and Nunes, I think we win this game of individual brilliance. We won't play amazing, we won't, but we'll win this game.
Is Son out as well?
Yeah, Son's out as well.
Yeah.
But I think we win this 2-1.
So I want to get
The only way I can see Tottenham working a miracle, and I can see Conte doing something crazy, which is he'll play Perisic in the Son role. He'll have to start Kulusevski regardless, and then Kane, and then he'll put Cesc up against Salah. Then it will be Dyer right back, not right back, but right back of the back three, Longley, basically the back three that played against Marseille. And then he has to start Spence, but he won't start Spence because he's going to play Emerson Royale, and it's a disaster. The other reason why I think Spurs won't win, we have been running around like Kenyan marathon runners. We've been playing every 2-3 days, and the Champions League fatigue is creeping in. I can see it. You know what I mean? These guys, they get. Yeah, but you were at home. You didn't have to travel as far. Plus, you guys play possession football. If you were running around like marathon runners and doing the steeplechase, there's a reason why the steeplechase is a lot tougher than the 800 meters or 1500 meters. If you're not doing that, I
don't know nothing about horse racing or greyhound.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know anything about.
No, but the steeplechase is long distance when they got to jump over the thing into water. So that's what it feels like with the Spurs players. Then I think also we'll be leggy as well. But if Spurs got some miracle win, then it would be awesome. But that, Cass, takes nothing away from my pre-season prediction.
What's your prediction?
Spurs to win the league or the Champions League.
What's your prediction?
Wait. The what or the what?
The league or Champions League. It takes nothing away.
I just don't.
I don't know anyone that's won the Premier League having not drawn or lost a game.
Wait, say that again.
No,
you haven't lost the game.
There isn't anyone. Sorry, I was thinking. There isn't. I was
But anyway, I wanna. Hey, listen, we've gone for about like an hour 15, hour 16. I wanna thank everybody that is here. Also, we want to thank all our members.
Not going yet. We're not going yet.
People that joined our Never a Foul army. It is right here. You guys have seen it. We ran it before. Join us. The link is going to be in the video. The link is going to be in the channel. It has its perk. You're going to join the Discord, chat with us. You'll get a link for the call-in show, and also you'll be involved in all the giveaways, tickets, jerseys, all the stuff that are happening in Never a Foul. We appreciate your support, the likes on these videos, and the subscriptions to the channel. Thank you so much. I want to get a shout out to all the members. Callum,
we're going to do predictions.
Well, because Deji said, if we play this, we're winning. If we don't play this, we're not. And he's basing it on one player, basically.
Yeah. Deji, what do you think the score will be? You just have to give a score. What's the score for you? I'm going 2-1 Liverpool.
Honestly, I think Liverpool win probably 2-1 or 2-0. However, if he, by some miracle, starts Jed Spence,
see, I told you, man.
For me,
is Jed Spence De Bruyne or something?
No,
I don't know.
Let me tell you what it is. I tell you why I'm rating Jed Spence. Conte's system is all about having the wing backs. It's all about the wing back. Everybody knows, and the wing backs have to be able to do 1v1. And I'm looking at my Nottingham Forest brother here because he will confirm this. Now, Perisic and Sessegnon can beat a man 1v1. Emerson Royale plays the ball back. Matt Doherty, aka Justin Timberlake, plays the ball back. And that was the reason why I wanted Trippier to leave the club, because he also plays the ball back or does a first-time ball but never beats a man. Jed Spence is all about 1v1 and getting the ball in the box, and that's why he suits Conte's system the most out of the three he's playing. I just don't get it.
Bro, can I say something about Jed Spence? And Jed Spence was fantastic for his last season. And the problem is, like I said, he wanted to go to Spurs. Forrest wanted him, but he wanted to go to Spurs. He was a Spurs signing. He wasn't a Conte signing. I think the reason Conte is not playing him because at the end of Forrest's last season, he had a bit of an attitude, and and you need to remember the Championship to the Premier League is a different animal. Like Forrest No. So I personally think it's going to take a while to Spence to play in that Spurs team. And I think Forest fans understand why he's not playing. I get why he's not playing because he's got so much to learn in the Premier League, and as well when he's playing with a good manager in Conte, it'll take time, bro. It'll take time. I
hear what you're saying, but I just feel that the system that we play provides enough protection. We've literally got every man and his dog behind the ball. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let him fly forward. That's it.
The one thing I will say, it's just a big advantage for you tomorrow. We all know on this panel, games are won and lost in the midfield. Your midfield still decimates our midfield. Let's have it right. Bentancur, I thought, was out. He trained. Bentancur, Basuma, and Højbjerg, I don't know if you're going to play 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. Whatever midfield you play, the other 19 teams in the Prem have probably a more fitter midfield and will overrun us. So that is one advantage to you lot, and it could work in your favour. But your midfield's still clear of ours right now. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah.
Well, we will see tomorrow.
I hope so. That's what I can say.
We'll see tomorrow, man.
Mr. Dore, who do you think you're going to win the game?
I've got to be real. I think Liverpool win. I think with Spurs, I think we've got a good side, but for me,
you put the money on Liverpool, right? If you're gonna put money,
who do you think is gonna win?
Me? I would put my money on Liverpool. If tomorrow I would put, because Son is injured, the chance is not there.
I want Spurs.
I don't think Kulusevski. He's injured, bro. He's been rushed back. He's injured. Yeah. He's been rushed back to play because Son is. We were not gonna hear about Kulusevski before the World Cup if Son was not injured. Facts. I promise you this. Facts. I know that.
And hold on, and Richarlison as well.
Exactly. He hates us. He would have. And by the way, the PR is not telling you, because you can't just be from. We're not gonna see any of him until like after the World Cup. He's ready to play today. That doesn't happen overnight. You know, like what is this?
You know what, Mo? It could be dangerous. What if they rush him and now he gets an even more severe injury?
Yeah, 100%. That's the key. Listen, there was a point where
they know that he's not going to the World Cup, so they don't.
No. This rushing players back 100%. I guess the company thing just that scarred me for life. We rushed company back too many times, and when you do that to a player, it can really fuck them up. Just to end it, my view is I've been saying I think Liverpool win, but I don't know why. But I've sat on this stream today, and I'm just getting this. I think Tottenham might get something out of it. You know, I don't know what it is, because everything I'm hearing based on their injuries, they shouldn't. Tottenham's fans on games like this. Well, you know what? When you're playing any Big Six game between the two, fans really get up for it. And you know, a Sunday game, I think if Tottenham's fans really get up for it and can keep Liverpool quiet for the first 25-30 minutes, Tottenham could get something out of it. Conte is the type of manager that could pull off some miracle, like Deji said. I don't know why, because Liverpool, can't see anything but Liverpool win, but I've sat on this stream and I'm just getting this. I think Tottenham get something. I watched 3 Liverpool games last season, because when the team you're competing with,
right?
You don't. I don't, because I do now because you're shit. But when you were good, I don't want to watch my competitors win. The 3 games I watched was Tottenham, both Tottenham games, and I watched the second one because I remembered I watched the first one and Tottenham got a result. So I watched the second one and I watched the Champions League final. So I will be watching the game tomorrow because I need another Liverpool L. The more tears, the better. Yeah, you're not our competitors, but I still want tears.
I want to ask you something quickly before your prediction. Do you think the result between Arsenal and Chelsea will affect how the managers look at this game at all?
No.
Nah.
Not at all.
Not at this point of the season. Shouldn't do.
Really?
No.
We're not. Although we're in the title race, we're not looking at Arsenal and Man City.
I can't take him seriously, mate.
Nah,
I can't take.
I didn't laugh, by the way.
What we gotta do is just focus on ourselves.
I'm not I am the biggest Conte supporter probably in the world, right? Like I love.
Deji, you're a legend. You're a legend.
Like I can't take you seriously when you're saying that we're in a title race. Like
he said nothing wrong there, you know. He said nothing wrong there. I got a United and Liverpool.
Maybe he's gonna prove us all wrong. You know what? Maybe he's gonna prove us all wrong. Maybe
Wait, we're
Maybe it's
6
happening.
points. We're 6 points behind City. That's mathematically.
You know what I love
we're in the
Deji, right?
race.
Because he's not just doing this for likes and whatnot. He believes this. I've streamed with
Big
you
up,
long
Chris.
enough. He actually believes this. He does. So
It's the truth.
fair enough. But
And so far, and Romz, you know, because you've been with me for time. I've been saying this before we kicked the ball.
yeah,
Before the season
That's what I have to
started.
give.
And so when I say what has changed, with Spurs still being in the Champions League, and people saying, "Do you still think they're going to win the Champions League?" and I go, "But why? What has changed? We're still in. We're in the last 16 now."
It's true.
Top of the group.
Same.
Anyway, so Cass didn't give us any predictions. You know, he's like sitting there.
The prediction is football is the winner.
Easy, man. Easy.
Okay,
You
shout
fucking
out to
don't
all
believe
the.
that for shit, you fucking
Well,
scumbag.
we always have time to give a shout out to all the members of Never Fall family. We're gonna start with the one that came member today. D1 Melly became a member today. Thank you so much for joining us. Callum, Romz, of course, with us here on the panel. Thank you, Romz. Osman, Biryana, Mojis, Daniel, Chelsea OG, Bailey, always Sean, Spurs Talk Show, and thank you so much for the super chat, Sean, today. We really appreciate it. Sid, PKMCFC, Jamie from Jamie Phillips Talks Football, and
Jamie.
Mike G, Dan, the young Dan from America, Dan Tottenham Hotspur FC, Blue Larson, AK the Legend, Mons as well is a member, BR5QD, Cloud U, Solo MCFC, and Mama Flossie. Thank you so much, everybody,
Thank you,
for the
people.
support. We really appreciate it. It's an army. It's becoming an army,
It
and
is.
it's getting
It
bigger and bigger. So I want to thank
What time we back
Mr.
tomorrow,
Dore.
Cass?
I'm not here personally.
Just so I know what
until
time to set my alarm.
10:30 tomorrow morning will be the rival show, and then we got part 2 of the rival show later in the day at what time again? Is it 9:30? So tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning before the Arsenal game, and then another one at 9:30 at night, the part 2 version where there's gonna be it's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
on both those shows, people, you've got a representative from every club. If there isn't a representative from one of those clubs, sorry, top 6 clubs, if there isn't someone there in the either of them, is because they're running scared.
Well, to be fair, that's why it's called rivals. To be fair, it's just that they don't even need to include the big 6 teams. That's the best
Kaz,
part
what I'm
about it.
going to say to you, don't let me say good evening to you tomorrow. Just make sure
Brother,
your club wins.
I
Just make
guess,
sure your club wins.
Romz, guess what? It don't matter what happens tomorrow. We're still going to be above you.
I knew you would say that.
Oh,
I knew you would
man.
say that.
Yo,
Shout out
that's
Man
what he
United,
says.
both
That's
seasons.
Doesn't
what
matter what
Cass
happens
says, man.
tomorrow, Brighton are going to be above you. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow, Brighton are going to be above you, even if you catch them. That's how bad your season is, bro. Just for real, I'm being serious.
Mr. Dore sat there thinking, I'm fucked.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no.
Everyone's above him.
Oh, even on the 27th as well, when I'll meet you and then.
Yo,
batter you,
Cass,
and then-
yo, you keep
Oh,
talking.
do you actually really think? Do you actually think you're going to come to Old Trafford and think you're going to get a point?
No, I thought you were a
Boxing
Norwich
Day.
fan.
Where Man U in the league? Where Man U in the league?
5th, I think.
Right. So, yo, listen to me. What's your highest score at Old Trafford? What's your highest score?
I mean, we put 3 past the Arsenal. Who else is
3-1.
there?
3-1.
3-1. I'm pretty sure there's a couple other
Yo,
scores.
listen to me. We'll just wait. We've got a month, so you can keep doing this. So we just wait.
It's not hard to put some goals past Nottingham Forest. I mean, not Liverpool, but
Just wait. Just wait.
Mr. Dore, tell the people where to find you, please.
My channel's called Dore on Tour. I do Forest content. I follow the club everywhere, home and away. I interview ex-Voice players, and yeah, it's Dore on Tour above me. So make sure you subscribe. On the road to 9K.
Yeah, we really appreciate
Thanks
you
for
coming on.
doing
Make sure to check out his channel, guys. It's magnificent content right there. Deji, appreciate you coming, brother, all the time. Good luck tomorrow
Thank you
with
very
your
much.
title challenge. Wrong.
Oh, no. Can I say something? I do hope Spurs beat Liverpool. Just get out there. But I think Liverpool win.
Nottingham Forest might be able to catch them on points. That's why.
Yo, shut up, Cass, man. Get this guy in, man.
No, the thing is, it's mad, but it's kind of not. We're only 4 points above the drop zone. So,
Yes. Do you know what? Deji, have you got a channel?
Yes. So I've got my own Deji Spurs channel, but I'm also on One Touch TV and Paxton Road TV as well.
Oh yeah, now.
big up. So thank you.
There you go. One
Make sure
touch
to check
and
the channel. And Romz, thank you so much for coming in. Plug in your. I know we see you everywhere, bro. You're everywhere, but plug in.
I'm not gonna say you, but someone called me the horror the other day, and I just laughed because I can't really deny it. But you'll catch me on the main channel, Saint NFC TV. Catch me on the Jerry James show. You'll catch me here now and then, and Big Sixpence. Well, big up months every time. But yeah, man, you'll catch me on mainly. Thanks for having me on again, man.
Thank you.
And just last thing, everyone that's still in here, if you stay on this channel right now, it will send you directly over to Igal's channel, where he is doing a preview of the game tomorrow between Arsenal and Chelsea, or Chelsea and Arsenal, with Monster from Monster CFC. So yeah, salute to all the members. Salute for everyone being here. Mo, last words.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Daps. Thank you, Cass. And
thanks, guys.
Thanks
Thanks
you guys tomorrow. Appreciate it, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace and love.
Thanks.